Hello, and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host, Matt, and today I want to talk about my thoughts on Facebook still banning Donald Trump. But first, I need you to hit like and subscribe. Don't forget, please share the video. Helps the channel grow. Now let's get on with the show. First thing I want to mention, it's an actual temporary ban. The board that came up with the ruling that he'll still be banned from Facebook for right now, they didn't work for Facebook. Facebook used them to try to make it where they didn't make the decision. So they wouldn't get what they thought they wouldn't get any blowback. They're getting blowback no matter what. And the fact is he's only banned for another 6 months, and then Facebook's got to make a decision on their own. The board's not going to make a decision for them. So the way I see it is, I think he'll be back in 6 months if he wants to go back to Facebook. Because either way, in 2024, he's running for president. And they cannot keep a person running for president off of social media. That includes Twitter, Google, all of them. At some point or another, they're going to have to allow him back in. Now, Twitter's holding the line about keeping him banned. I don't think that's going to be the case in 6 months or a year. I think they'll change their mind. And I'm surprised they haven't changed their mind already. They lost a lot of revenue when he left because he had 90 million followers on Facebook. That's a lot of followers. And he just started his own social media platform. Now, it's the beginning of it, so it's pretty basic, but it's a good start. And you can find it at www.donaldjtrump.com. I've already been on there and I donated. They have a merch store in there too, all the merchandise you can get. But the way they set it up is pretty smart, in my opinion, and it has room for growth. I think within the next couple of years, it'll turn up the progress and where you can actually join, get subscribers, put your videos on, so on and so forth, kind of like Facebook and Twitter is. But him starting that platform, and once he starts growing and start getting people in there and people start leaving Facebook or Twitter, are working them all, it's going to put a lot of pressure on these platforms to actually allow him to come back in. Because either way, his message is going to get out. Because he has links to Facebook and Twitter and to get his message out one way or other. And there's too many Trump supporters on all these platforms where they're not going to be able to stop them all. So they're better off just letting them back in. And number two, if they do that, there's less chance Republicans are going to go after them with the trust busting issue. In my opinion, they need to be gone after, especially after what the big tech companies did during the last election, siding with Democrats, only contributing to mostly Democrats. The only Republicans they did contribute to is the establishment Republicans, the rhinos of the party. And the reason is because they will vote like the Democrats on certain issues, especially when it comes to big business and corporations, because they're on the side of the corporations. No, corporations aren't on the side of the workers. And that's where Facebook, Twitter, and Google are losing people. It's because of that. They're going against the workers of the United States. It's the workers versus big corporations. Right now, the corporations are winning. I mean, the Democrats have a hold of the presidency, the Senate, and the House. I find it kind of strange how roles have reversed in the last 20 years. Back 20 years ago, Republicans were considered the corporate party. Now the Democrats are. And the establishment Republicans are still the corporate part of the corporate party. It's just that they're not as big because they've been taken over by people like Josh Hawley and Tom Cotton. In my opinion, we're on a precipice of fascism in the United States. The way these corporations are getting involved in our elections and involved in the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. Now, when it comes to Trump and his part of the Republican Party, they're not involved in. They see them as very dangerous to their policies and what they want in the United States. The fact is, Donald Trump is a classic liberal. You do what you do as long as it's legal and don't hurt anybody else. And government should stay out of it. Now, there's times for government, yes. But generally, the more government gets involved, the more freedoms are lost. And I am 100% in agreement of that. That's why I vote for him. I don't care about how he talks, what he says about Rosie O'Donnell. It doesn't matter to me. I care about his actions. I care about his policies, and that is it. Well, guys, this is the end of my video. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Peace.